and now it's up to you guys to make that decision. I just couldn't see any reason to say no. Any real good reason to say no to them.
Okay.
So,
Mike, you have anything to add?
No, Joe covered it all.
Okay, great. To my left. Nothing. Nick?
I just kind of want to speak more to what Joe is saying, right, around not really having a good reason to say no, right? I think like many of us on this board have kind of said, convenience stores, gas stations, we're not really a big fan of. Raja and Rana is a market, right? So at least it's a supermarket element, right? They're pushing their facility into a more customized, experience. I guess like the bigger picture problem that I have is, and we're not going to fix this tonight, is that like it seems like whenever we handed all the liquor licenses, all the alcohol licenses, the state's like, hey, you guys want some more licenses? And they just give them to us, and we're like, no, don't do that, right? Because then once we have more, people are like, oh, can I have one too, right? It just begets the cycle of everyone kind of asking for licenses until everyone's got one, right? So I don't know. I'm just saying that out loud because like there is no clear delineation between like one versus the other, it seems, and we can kind of have a general consensus as a board, but I agree with Joe. I have no reason to say no to this, so I'm not going to. They've been in the community for over 2 decades. They're trying to maintain and run a business. They're clearly trying to angle towards a specific market. I see no reason why we can't support them in that way.
Well said.
So.
I shop at that store on a almost daily basis. I love you guys, don't get me wrong. I just, my philosophy on the licenses. There's a public hearing. Is there anybody online who gives comment on the application before us? Seeing none.
Mr. Chairman,
Sir?
if I could just make one quick comment as a follow-up. The mere fact that we're seeing 2 smaller stores before us tonight, I think it's probably an economic trend that in order to survive, these stores now have to change their business plan, so to speak. So I kind of think, to me, that's at least why I'm definitely going to support it, but I just think there seems to be a shift in dynamics with the smaller stores, and this is their way to survive.
I think there's no question about it. I think you're exactly right, Jim.
Mr. Chairman, can I also have a follow-up?
Sure.
One thing I just want to add real quick is that I would have a problem if a gas station came before us, and that's a lot different than
Yes.
the last 2 applicants. And again, anything we can do to support our businesses in town, especially the smaller ones, I'm in favor of. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Michael. Let's get to the business of, is there a motion to close the public hearing?
so moved.
Second.
And second by Jim. All in favor?
Aye.
5-0. Okay, anything further on the license before us? Everybody's fine? Entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve Town and Country 264 Cambridge Street, approved for a beer and wine license.
Motion by Joe, second by
Second.
Michael. Anything further? Being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, aye. 4-1-0.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Good luck.
Item 182 is also a public hearing.
Yeah,
Grant of location
I'm just unmuting him now.
is
Yeah, he's on. I just,
gentleman
yep, he's on.
from Verizon there? Okay. What's his
Yes, good
name?
evening. Name is Ross Philidou, representing Verizon New England.
Okay, good evening.
This is looking to place one new 4-inch conduit approximately 20 feet from an existing manhole in a southwesterly direction, located on the westerly side of Middlesex Turnpike to a new point on 174 Middlesex Street. I believe that's the new multi-dwelling unit being built there. Purpose is obviously to get some fiber service to that new building so folks can have telephone.
Simple enough. Gentlemen, questions, concerns?
None.
There's one note from our town engineer requesting that any street opening permit must be coordinated with Lisa Matarazzo in our DPW engineering office. Are you fine with that request?
Yeah, that sounds like a typical condition, so.
I thought so.
Have to abide by either way.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Very good. Glad to hear that.
Mr. Chairman?
Jim?
I'm not sure on the timeline, but I know, and I don't want to say it's approaching soon, but it is approaching. There's a certain time, I think it's November 1st or,
Talking about Christmas shopping?
no, I'm talking about when we stop allowing street openings.
November 15th to April 1st, so November 15th.
Just so you're aware, November 15th, we stop allowing street openings. So just to make sure you don't get put off till next year, you might want to do this sooner than later. That's all.
Sure. Sure, thank you. I'll make sure everybody knows that.
Gentlemen, very agreeable. Like that. Like that. This is a public hearing. Is there anybody online who has comments, questions, or concerns on this application for Verizon? Being none, and I can see it, entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So move.
By
Second.
Mike, second by, who is that, Nick?
That's me.
Second by Nick. All in favor?
Aye.
500. Anything further on the application for Verizon here? Being none, I'll entertain a motion.
Chairman, I make a motion to grant a location to Verizon for Middlesex Turnpike in the area of 4th Ave.
Second.
Motion by Jim, second by Nick. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? 500. There you are, my friend. You're all set. Make sure you,
Thank you very much for your time. Take care.
very good. Good night.
Good night.
So this is a new one. I've not seen one of these before, so,
We only have
Paul
two,
or Lynn, you
right?
want to explain this one to us quickly and we'll dispose of
Sure.
it?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As the board may recall, we spent a significant amount of time permitting a couple of small cell locations on Mall Road over the past couple of years. We were recently informed that one of those applications that the board approved at, what's the address on this one? 1 Burlington Mall Road, which is down by the Marriott. The company that had cited it is no longer wants to hold that location. So we spoke to Donna Brewer, the attorney who's assisted us with small cell, and she said a simple vote to rescind the grant to location is all we have to do to this. So as the other one was closer down towards Leahy entrance there, and I still haven't seen it built yet, but, they have not rejected that location, but for whatever reason, they do not want to continue on with this location, so we need to rescind it formally as a board.
It's kind of unfortunate because I have a few friends who were having trouble connecting when they were at my house. Okay, any questions, anybody?
Just a quick question. Paul, is there any expectation that we know of that they're going to come back for an alternative location?
We haven't really heard since those two sightings from, I think, mostly we were hearing from AT&T at that time. and
Yeah.
You guys all became familiar with Attorney Parry, and so
Jim sure did.
we're not aware, we're certainly not aware that somebody's going to be looking for this location at this point in time. We have received no contact from any of the other companies to date.
All right. Thanks, Mr. Chairman.
All right, anything further? I don't know how you want to word this.
I think I can I'll make a motion to rescind the grant of location at 1 Burlington Mall Road.
I'll second that.
Hey, motion by Jim, second by Michael. Anything further? Being none, all in favor?
Aye.
500. September, I'm ahead of myself here, no? Okay, September town meeting 2023 warrant article. Paul, you want to?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
This is just a list for us?
This is the annual list of warrant articles to have the board to accept to create the warrant. One slight change, we did have a request from the moderator and the town clerk. They would actually like to start town meeting on the Wednesday this year, which is September 27th. Due to Yom Kippur falling on the Monday. So we had a request from the moderator. So the only notice to the public here is that we'll be starting on Wednesday, September 27th, as opposed to Monday, September 25th. The board will have an opportunity to chime in on these warrant articles prior to town meeting if you wish to take a position on any of them. But for the purposes of tonight's meeting, you're just voting to accept these articles to allow us to create the warrant for the September town meeting.
Very good. Questions? Yes, Jim?
I'll make a motion if no one has anything.
Oh, sorry.
I have questions, but I'll hold them until next time, because these are all the general bylaw changes that were pulled from May, correct? Yeah, okay.
Yes. Anybody else? Nothing? Okay. Jim?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to make a motion, we approve the index of articles for the September 27th town meeting.
Second?
Second.
Second by Joe. All in favor? Aye. 500. Minutes. Get your sets of minutes. Alcohol subcommittee minutes from 7:17 and regular session, also 7:17. Any errors, omissions, or comments from the board? Hearing none?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the alcohol subcommittee meeting at 7:17 and a regular meeting of 7:17, 2023.
Motion by Joe, second by
Second.
Nick. All in favor? Aye. 500. And subcommittee reports. Let me start to my right. Michael, anything tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just wanted to thank Parks and Rec for a great job on Celebrate Burlington. It was a great crowd out there, great day. The common was packed, and it looks like everyone had fun, so good. As always, Parks and Rec does a great job. So, all I had. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Concur, absolutely concur. Joe, anything tonight?
The only thing I'm going to go over real quick is the hunting season's almost on. September 1st is the deadline for applications, and I think I have 2 openings left right now if they all pass their proficiency test, and then that's it. So just to let everyone know, they will be out there October for the hunting season, and there's 2 applications left to be had.
How many total do we accept for the hunting permits for that? 20?
20.
Interesting.
We're going to try to knock that down a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's, personally, I think it's too many hunters for that small area. So, we've never had 20. Never had that many hunters. But that's what the town voted on when it first started. So, I'm going to talk to conservation and see if we can't knock that down a little bit.
Joe, how would somebody that's watching at home fill out an application? Where would they-
Applications are right online. They can get them online, and once they're filled out, there's 3 or 4 things that they have to have. Once they do have those, they can bring them to me, or they can send it to me by mail. Well, the deadline is September 1st for that, and I only have 2 left. But I'll take more in case someone doesn't pass the proficiency test. They have to go to the gun club and actually shoot their bow with me there. So, some guys have failed over the years,
Yeah.
they just can't shoot, so I don't want them sitting in a tree stand and not being able to
No,
hit a target.
Probably not a good idea.
Not a good idea, is it? So, yeah, I've had people pretty upset with me over that. Oh, well,
Is there a
not the
particular...
first time.
So I'm one of those people that struggle when I'm going through online stuff. So you say it's available online, it sounds easy enough, but for somebody like me, which tab, what office? The Selectman's office, Conservation office? Do you know exactly who
For what?
to find the application?
Oh, conservation.
Us.
Sure.
Conservation.
We'll let you know.
Conservation has it.
Conservation.
Yeah,
Okay.
conservation.
All right.
John Kelly has the applications right on his website.
Okay, great.
Online, so
Thank you.
he has them.
Perfect. Mr. Priest?
Thanks, Chairman. I simply just want to say that next week, we're back to school. And, you know, one of my friendly little reminders is just keep an eye out for kids that are, you know, on the sidewalks or getting on off buses and all that good road safety. You know, we have 3 going into elementary school, 4th grade, 2nd grade, and kindergarten. So, you know, kids don't always look, despite what we tell them. So keep your eyes out.
Especially down there on Proudy Road.
Yeah, they're wild down there.
Okay. They still take the bus, right?
They do.
Good.
They do.
Glad to hear that. Thank you, Nick. Jim?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Fire department had a very busy summer, and it's still ongoing. The month of June, they had over 460 calls. The month of July, they had 410 calls. They contained a fire to a garage that was started by a hoverboard inside the garage. They were able to contain it just to the garage. They also had very numerous car fires, but a very difficult one in the Leahy Clinic parking garage. That's because it's difficult to get the equipment up there. They had, between June and July combined, they had over 500 ambulance calls. And on the good side, they had help with many summer camps, and to discuss fire safety to the youngsters who attended those camps, as well as the sheriff's camp, Celebrate Burlington, July 4th, and recently at Public Safety Night at Wegmans, August 2nd, we had a great crowd. It's estimated we had 2,500 people there.
Awesome.
2 hours, and it was a great night for everybody. Thank the fire, police, and DPW for bringing out all their equipment.
And thanks to Wegmans, of course, again.
And Wegmans, yeah, we couldn't do it without them. Just great corporate neighbors.
Yep.
They are part of this town.
Yeah, of course. I have nothing, Paul.
I don't have
It's up to
anything
you.
this evening, Mr. Chairman.
Right. John, anything? All right, then, well done.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion,
Second.
second, all in favor? Aye. 5-0.